What's up? It's your boy Michael Faze, and I'm back with another video. And this time I'm gonna be showing you 5 session hacks that you can use for a faster workflow. So without further ado, let's get focused. Now, before we get to today's video, I'd like to give a special shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. They're amazing, and if you are looking to get your music out on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, look no further than DistroKid. And if you need to do a cover song and you just need a license for it, they will handle that for you as well for a very low fee. It's pretty much a steal, so definitely check it out. And if you use my VIP code, you can get a 7% discount. That's VIP/Michael Faze at DistroKid.com. Link is in the description below. Get your 7% off. The 5 hacks that I'm about to tell you is very counterintuitive, but if done right, you can definitely finish songs a lot faster and you don't have to worry about the way they sound. So in this project, you can see that I have a basic starter template. And what I mean by that is I need few things that can keep my creative kind of going, and just so we can move forward with everything. The first thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing this is that you want this to be a basic startup template, meaning you want to add in all of the synthesizers that you like to use, the VSTs. In my case, I like to use Rave Generator, Omnisphere 2, Nimble Kick, Serum, Silent One, Spire, Contact, and also I like to use Scalar, which is a really dope plugin, which is a nice segue into the second thing that I was going to mention, is plugins that can help you creating themes immediately. This tool definitely helps you save a lot of time. So say if I go into a second pattern, right? And then I want to load in some kind of a progression. Let's go to a Latin one. Go to Latin 9 and press these keys. Now, it's just basic, and you'll still have to arrange the chords yourself in a way that'll fit and sound like you. In my case, when I set up these chords in the bottom, I made it so that some of them had inversions towards the end, so that way you got a little bit of me in there, but mostly this would be a progression that I would kind of use here. It's very quick, it's very easy, and it'll allow you to just drag the MIDI into the project, and then you can immediately start writing your idea. The third thing that I want to mention is that you can also set up your mixer buses, meaning that I could set up these channels right here. I have the music bus, I have the vocal bus, orchestral bus, textures bus, synth bus, bass bus, a bunch of buses that I would traditionally have in a mixing session. And the reason that I would do that is so that I am ahead of the curve every single step. So once I start the mix down phase, then I would route everything into their buses and then immediately start mixing. I start mixing at -15 dB and then route it all to the music bus, where I put on a multi-band compressor, in this case Pro MB, Pro Q3 with a basic setting, and then high pass filtering with an EQ just so I can get a clean sweep on the build, and then a tape machine and standard clip just for basic mastering needs. Now, when I'm working on the project, I would most likely keep this off so that way my CPU doesn't go nuts. It's just one of those things that'll prepare me for that section of the track. The last thing that I want to mention here is that in the playlist as well, I also added several different time markers, and that's only because I have a full idea already in my head. So once I start writing the theme, in this case I have this, I can just start spreading it out and I'll have a basic idea of how my song's gonna go. I also leave the start point a few bars ahead of time just so I could have the option of doing an ambient style intro or having some samples that I could audition prior to putting it in the actual song itself. Very handy, and I just think it helps me out with my workflow as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you were able to learn something from my template techniques. Hopefully this helps you in some way. I will leave a link in the description for you guys to download a basic version of this template. The plugins won't be available, obviously, but just so you can be ahead of the curve and you can set up your own plugins and your buses the way you want it, and that way you can have your own starter template. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of this video and what would you like to see me do next? Lastly, if you like what I do here, make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you don't want to miss out on any future content. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. It's just a